Is it?
I'm Jordan.
Oh, okay. I'm like, all right. She is the boss.
The boss.
The boss. Let's go.
Not really.
Of all of
But she
us.
No, but also she grew up in.
Oh,
So, you know, stop.
way. That's where I want to send my kid to.
Yeah, it was funny when I went there, it was, did you go to Lacey as well? No, it was K through 8.
Yeah.
Right, no, K through 12.
12, yeah, because I met a neighbor that went
Yes.
there and they was like, dude, this that was so
And then
different.
when I was about to graduate from 8th grade, he said to make a K.
Oh.
So I went to all the meetings and.
Okay.
Yeah, why didn't you go to license? Well, I can answer that maybe, because it's not school, but is that why you didn't? go?
I just went over, I think my mom, just because it was an old.
Let's go to the valley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was first.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, parents think like just drive bar, maybe do better. I don't know. I'm just
Well,
keeping everything slow. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just. The kids are highly competitive, so if you're not a kid who likes competing with everybody else because they all want to be the valedictorian.
Right.
If you're not that kid, they encourage you not to.
Wow.
Because it's
Yeah,
not, it's, you know, not,
No.
I mean, it's just really. We're recording, but nobody's.
We're here, 6:32. Vienna says she's like, I mean, dinner or something like that. She said she might join. I was like, okay, well, do your thing. You gotta just do this. Just gotta do this.
You're talking, it's not going to you. Keep talking. I have
I
to
don't
do
know.
something with like. Okay.
Oh, I think you're using your computer instead of, yeah, so click, yeah, that one, and then click the. Yeah, that one.
There we go. Good, yes, and then my hair doesn't matter, then it's. Back to me.
So anyway, should we just get this going? See if we joins late, it's okay.
Well, we don't know if people are watching YouTube.
That's true too. I told my wife, hey, join us on the YouTube. Maybe your wife, you can watch me there. She's like,
So,
okay, well, welcome and good evening, everyone.
so I'm thinking, just to make this prettier, you need to slide this a little. And then talk again, and let's just see if it captures you.
Okay, so good evening again. And this is the Recreation and Parks Committee for UNNC. There you go. I'm a little blurry, but we'll take it. Or is it just my glasses?
No, it is blurry.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so the goal for today is to hopefully update the green master plan and have a strategic framework focused on the resilient equity and implementing multi-benefit green infrastructure throughout the community. I know we already have great parks here, but we can always make more, especially Jefferson Park, we're super hardcore with. So the meeting agenda we have here any public comments.
Oh,
There-
well, why don't we just go through the poll?
Oh, sorry, yeah, okay, so
So
yeah.
do introductions.
So yeah, introductions. I'm Cesar Garcia. Chair of the committee.
I'm Laura Myers, on the UNNC board.
and I'm Astrid Villagrán, I'm the facility director here at the South Seas Hospital.
So we'll go through the agenda. So welcome. Okay, we'll do general public comments. Agenda number 3 is the Baldwin Hills Urban Watershed Conservancy, which, okay, so this is, yeah, we'll talk about it once we get there. And then we'll have number 4, the Master Green Plan update. Number 5 is the Leslie Shaw Park anniversary event that's happening in February. And then number 6 is maps and visualization for our community. And then any last updates and old business, and then we'll finish the meeting. Hopefully it's within an hour.
I'm gonna check on this computer because we might have yours. I should check. See if that's. do. Okay. Yeah. Yes. General.
Yes, so here at the Recreation Center, we're gonna be having our Winter Holiday Festival, and that'll be this Saturday, December 20th, from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. We are hoping to get an additional fire department toy donation, but the UNNC and the West Adams Avenues have donated toys from the community members, so we will be passing those out. There will be pictures with Santa. We'll have arts and crafts activities, games, and it'll be a lot of fun. So make sure you share and bring your families. It's a free event. It does say registration required, but that's mostly so that we can get the ages of the kids. But please show up. You don't have to be registered. We can sign you up the day that you come.
No, we'll be here.
Are there any other announcements?
Sure. Our winter classes are opening, so we do have a lot of classes that we're going to be offering. Basketball classes. Our cheer program is going to be back. So we welcome people in the community who have kids ages 5 to 12 to join us. We're also going to be starting a teen club. And we do have adult classes. So all of the information is on our website, but you can always call the facility at 323-373-9483 if you have any questions and if you need help registering. I'm here in the mornings. So we're gonna have a lot of classes coming up. The classes are $10 for 8 classes. Each class is an hour long. So it's pretty affordable, and that's possible through the LA 28 Foundation. So if anybody in Jefferson Park, West Adams wants to join, please come. We do have our winter camp, but our winter camp is full. So there was limited spacing, and then we're gonna offer our next camp, which will be spring camp. We'll have more information about that in January.
Quick question, do you still have after school camps?
We do have after school. We're currently full, but we're always open for drop-in.
Okay.
We just aren't doing any more pickup because we have a small van.
Okay.
So we don't pick up from Osaloma anymore. We're full. And then we pick up from 24th Street to
Okay.
7th Street.
Okay, yeah, because I used to come and drop off my kid a couple times. All right, so you still, yes,
Yes,
okay, great, good to know. Anything else? Do we want to introduce anything?
Don't think I have any announcements. I think most of the other holiday things are heard this
Yeah,
past weekend.
yeah, they did. We went to the
There's a
snow.
lot of things.
Great. That's it for me too. I don't have anything else, just what we have in the meeting,
What we
yeah.
have on the agenda.
Or maybe ask Howard, hello, do you have any public comments or anything to say?
Okay, well, welcome.
Yes, welcome.
So let me share the agenda one more time.
Sure.
Because then I'll share your slides.
Okay, yeah, after this.
So Caesar, we're about to do number 3, correct?
Yes.
Owen Hills, watershed. Okay. Stop that share. And you want me to introduce it and then I pull up your slide
Sure.
so that it can be seen.
Sure. Oh, yeah, yes. So the Baldwin Hills Urban Watershed Conservancy is it became an act. It's called the Baldwin Hills Conservancy Act from 2023. Is a state bill that passed. And it used to be called, you renamed the conservancy to the Baldwin Hills and Urban Watershed Conservancy. So it increased the conservancy territory. It used to be 2.2 square miles, so just Kenneton, and it became 7 square miles, including a lot of urbanized portions of the Bologna Creek, the Upper Dominguez Hills, and the Channel watersheds. And that act eliminated the conservancy as sunset date, so it's going to be running till forward. So if you can share the map, you can
Sure.
see what.
Okay, I'm sorry, share.
Share the slides, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
In the slides, I have the map, there you go, that one.
Okay, so I have to share it. Okay,
There you go. So the map, okay, so what's in green, it used to be the old conservancy, and then it expanded into
Oh,
what's in blue.
wow.
So the northern part is the 10, that's the boundary, the 10 freeway. on the east side is like the 110, it goes a little bit beyond the 110, all the way down to like Hawthorne area. Covers LAX and a little bit towards Manhattan Beach. And then the beach side is also like a different conservancy, so it's a different point. So this is important because it opened up a lot of funding, a lot of projects that can be done through the conservancy. So this is what I envision our committee tapping into, so we can create a lot more parks, a lot more greenery, more trees, it's more resilient neighborhood.
Next,
Yeah, the next slide.
not such a slide.
Oh, it's yeah. So this is
Careful
why
with the
it's
slide.
important. So what I'm thinking is that we should align. So we've been working on this master greening plan. So what I envision is that we should align with the Baldwin Hills Urban Watershed Conservancy. So we can, because it's a mandate, it's a state mandate, it's a state agency technically. And their mandate perfectly matches our equity goals, giving us access to millions in dedicated state funds, bond funds. We are focusing on Proposition 68, Proposition 1, which each have $10 million allocating and offering up to $500,000 per project that we can come up with. Okay, and it's not just ours, it's like the whole conservancy here. So we're also tracking the new Proposition 4, which has an even larger allocation. I went to their grant writing workshop, and it's like in the billions. So it's like a lot of money that's going to be pumped into this greenery. So okay, we can go to the next slide. Or any questions before we move on? Because I'm still trying to digest all this. So it's kind of like a lot of information. So
I think we should just go through it.
Okay.
Because then everybody will be back to the screen.
that makes sense to me.
Let's see, this is, look, that's how it works.
There you go. So what I'm proposing, or this is also very fluid definition, open to feedback to improve on this.
So this is our,
This is this is what we've been working on.
not theirs.
This is ours, but it's kind of matching theirs, so we can kind of tap into their funding. So what we're are explicitly defining greening, not just the planting trees, not just grassy areas. We want to make sure that our greening is more of a multi-benefit green infrastructure. This means that every project that we come up with, whether it's a park or a cool pavement or whatever we come up with, even a crosswalk, they mentioned creating crosswalks, you can make them into like a multi-benefit green infrastructure, right? So it must deliver quantifiable environmental and social outcomes. So our vision would be that these spaces must be resilient, beautiful, and reflect our neighborhood's history through cultural placemaking when we do create anything. So you can see through those things that I wrote there. So the greening master plan is designed to implement projects that align with the original mandate from the conservancy to promote sustainability, resilience across the environment. It is also committed to cultural and the arts. This is kind of important because a lot of the grants are also looking for like, how is this relevant to the culture of the neighborhood? So I thought that was important. And then the last one, it's every proposed intervention from trees to what I mentioned earlier must serve multiple purposes, not just like grass, like managing stormwater and all the things.
So you were at some of these meetings, so I said, don't ask questions.
Yeah, so I've been, so.
No,
Yeah.
but I was gonna say, did they use the word biodiversity?
Yes, yes, they do.
All right, but I had said, sorry. Moving.
So just to be clear, I'm also like, so there was this organization called Rising Communities that they're looking for people. They're calling the task force for the conservancy. So they're like training us on all this like definition and wording.
Right here.
Yeah, right here on exactly on next to Johnny's and they're like training us how to tap into all this money. So this is why I'm proposing it here, so we can like actually create a green neighborhoods.
Moving to the next.
So yeah, so part of this is the WASIP goals. So the WASIP stands for So the watershed opportunity for sustained infrastructure planning, and this is like a state, like level, like law type of thing that highlights 8 goals. And if we propose a project, we should at least hit a couple of these goals. Okay, sometimes you can't hit all the goals, of course, but if we can like just, have in mind when we're proposing a project, some of these goals, our chances of getting a grant would be a lot higher than if we don't call them out at any point. So that's one of the things that we should be looking at when we're creating any parks. So we can tap into that money.
Excellent.
So then we're here. Okay, so to submit successful grant proposals, we need high quality data. So we've divided our service area into 6 planning regions. We are looking to for region captains right now. Anybody want to volunteer? Let me know. Okay, we can write your name. Okay, so your task would be simple. Help us populate the Google master map by identifying heat zones, tree gaps, any potential green sites, any vacant lots that you think like, yeah, we can put a couple of trees here, and something that would benefit the community. So that would be very beneficial. And those are the 6 regions. It's pretty much the UNNC map. You just subdivided into.
Right, so the grants though could only go.
Yeah, the grant, well, we can.
The UNNC master plan.
Yeah, we need to, yes, and the what do you call it? It's the conservancy. So you can go to the conservancy and ask for the money, but you can also just go straight to the proposition people and like, we need this map for this, and then if it matches their,
And there may be other sources.
exactly, there may be other sources that if we align with the goals, it's still you still get funded.
Okay, next slide.
So yeah, so that's that, and then so our first big project right here, that like I'm gonna call it our own because it's it's on our service area. It's the, hold on, sorry. So the Leslie Shaw event in February, that's our primary public engagement opportunity for this type of data gathering. So we're trying to have large maps to gather direct feedback from not only from the community. Okay, and in these maps, okay, I'm hoping that we can identify more like green spaces where we can green up. At the same time, though, at the event, I want to have like a map of what is coming up on the next slide on the 28-27 Expo place, where we'll kind of design what we want to have in that newly proposed motion from Heather's office, which I don't know, like I looked at the city clerk's website and it seems like it's moving along, but I don't know how they gather community info, so I kind of just want to, I was like,
You could put a comment letter right there.
yeah, I come like, hey, this is what community.
Just don't identify yourself as UNNC for that purpose.
Okay.
That be you.
Yeah, I'll do it. Okay, so we'll do that work.
Because she already filed.
Yes. So this will be on our own type of thing. So, but we'll still present it to the community. Like, this is what we'd like to see here. Let's see, what else do I need to say here for this particular thing? Okay, so this project, okay, the 2027 is a great opportunity to like showcase or apply for a grant. I know the city was always saying that there's no more money for any new parks. Okay, so this is our opportunity to fund this project through the conservancy and see if we can do it. That's my main goal. Let's see if we can do it. See if we can get something going. And I'm proposing like, just spitballing, nothing, anything said. So incorporate like some stormwater capture, bioswales, expand the shade canopy, create a food truck gathering space, which would hit a lot of the goals that I talked about earlier.
I didn't mean to do that. Did you want me to?
No, let's go back to just one more.
Sorry.
There you go. Just stay right there for a little one.
My hands off.
There you go. There it is.
Just take my hands away.
So now, I know this is just kind of in isolation, and what the conservancy likes to see from the workshop, they really want to see like, well, what else? Okay, and then this is where the alley comes into play, like greening up the alley to the train station, the Crenshaw metro stop that's there. like that alley, we can like make it
Well, that's what
beautiful.
we've been asking for a long.
Yeah,
time.
and I emailed Metro and they're like willing to talk again, see what they are. So hopefully we can align those two projects even together through that conservancy. So yeah, next step, okay, yeah. So next step, and we can have a discussion. So our immediate next steps are maybe to confirm any region captains that would like to volunteer to fill out the map. Okay, hopefully, I wanted to show you how to like work the map, because I know it's kind of like the Google map, you can like make a little polygon and like identify a particular place.
Is that the link that's on?
That's the link on the agenda, yeah.
So,
But let me just finish here. So also anybody know how to make large maps or where we can get large maps from? And then another thing, yeah, maybe you can also coordinate with the UNNC, the other committees, the tree
Yeah.
committee and the environmental committee, to help with all this, because that's a lot of money. Like we all work together, it'll be a lot easier. Yeah, open the floor to any.
and so let me stop the share. We'll go to your map in a bit. I have a question for Teresa.
Oh yeah, just ask for it.
Hi, Teresa.
Hey, everybody.
I think we just looked at not too long ago on the tree canopy map, they now have a subset that's for heat sections. I'm saying it wrong. But I think, were you there? We were told how to find another tab in that map.
Are you talking about Tree Keeper?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it's Tree Keeper. I do think the city Climate Emergency Mobilization Office has a heat map.
Yes, I think it overlapped the tree keeper. I think there's a sub map in the map, but if it's not tree keeper, it's something else. And you're right, was SEMO that had some. So
what are you asking? What would you like to?
Well, Caesar was pointing out in this presentation that one of the things that you want the captains to do is find a heat pockets.
Yeah.
Not just where a lot of trees are, but also heat pockets.
Right.
And I just saw a map that helps identify them.
Right. There are a couple maps that like track the heat distribution of the city.
And
where
I think Teresa's right. I think it's SEMO.
SEMO.
Emergency Mobilization Office.
Okay.
So this does, it is clear that it's three. Because environmental committee is the one who's engaged with, but Teresa has also personal. SEMO and, the biodiversity, but trees also does that. I mean, we're way overlapping, but that's a good thing.
Right, yeah.
Because that means there's more people.
Exactly.
So we just need to figure out how to engage all of these people.
Right.
One question I have for you, we're going to be meeting an executive tomorrow night about both the funding and the marketing outreach for this event.
Right.
It seems to me that your effort needs I'm going to call it a booth. And then right adjacent to it be our normal unit.
Okay, yes.
Right. I mean, in other words, we need to tell Sandra
two
booths.
Yes, I would appreciate that. So it's like, this is for talking about parks and like identifying places or like identifying what you would like to see in the park.
Right. And that's unless Teresa thinks you also need a tree booth. And then I'll tell Sandra we need 3 booths.
No, I don't think so, Laura.
Because if you want one, it's free. But yeah, so because the UNNC booth, I think we'll do kind of somewhat the same thing we were doing at the other thing with the monarch butterfly plants. What am I trying to say? Milkweed in the little seed packets, and just hand out. Have our sort of UNNC is really interested in all of these things, but you're going to be more focused on actually gathering information.
Yeah, gathering some data.
So one booth will be handing out, the other will be pulling in.
Exactly. That would be amazing. If we can do that, that'd be great.
It's just that means we're going to have to get a lot of volunteers.
Yeah, there's a question.
Teresa.
No, I wanted to comment on if I can, to move
Sure.
forward a little bit, to talk about the map. Caesar, I don't know if you've noticed the UNNC flag that we have at our events.
Yeah,
Yeah, so we worked with Print Depot for the design of that and the layout, which shows the boundaries for all of our regions. They probably have that on file. So if you were to pick up a section, I'm sure we may have to pay a design fee for that, but I think Esteban is who we normally work with, but Gary, no, oh goodness, I can't think of his name right now. Gerardo. Gerardo is the guy who does like the design stuff. So he could probably take it and you could grab the region or all regions and
Yeah.
get a proposal for, a 3x4 foot map.
that'd be great.
So, well, it would be really, really great.
So do I get a quote first? Sorry.
Oh, God, yes.
Yeah,
And
okay.
not only that, you'll need to know what you want and get a quote
Okay.
before the governing board meeting.
And by
Because-
January, I'm assuming, because it's
Yes,
February.
because we're gonna have to have our governing board meeting no later than like the 15th, because we have to turn in an event request.
Right,
So we'll need your money, because what Sandra's brought to us won't include that,
right.
but we'll need that too.
Yeah. Okay.
Why would his be an event money? Why can't it be outreach? It is
No,
not-
it is outreach, and I feel that the materials he's gonna be creating are not solely for that one day.
Yeah.
But just in case the clerk says, oh, you gotta include it in your proposal and not do it separately, let's just get it all the
All
quotes.
together, yeah.
Just
Okay.
get all, and you're right, Teresa, because this is not exactly, it's a standalone project. But it debuts at this event.
Right.
So-
Okay.
But also we need to know how we're paying our money.
Yeah.
This spring.
Makes sense to me. I can definitely do that.
So,
When is this event?
Pardon?
When is
Well,
this event at the Leslie Shaw?
Saturday, February 21st.
Man, 11 to 4.
Oh, 11 to 4, who knew? And it's a health fair and resource fair that Sandra Pruitt's coordinating in honor of the 10th anniversary of Leslie Shaw Park. And obviously not the real 10th anniversary, but the 10th anniversary of its rebirth. 10
Right.
years ago,
Yeah,
that's what it is
it's been there.
today.
We'll figure-
Been there
Yeah,
for a lot longer than that, but
yes.
but, yeah. So, and I don't remember, Rosie, you were involved in that process.
Yeah. Yes, I was.
Yeah.
Great, yeah, so hopefully we can get more volunteers at the event and then we can get more captains. There you go.
Right.
Yeah,
So. Now you've bitten off a huge amount of work.
no, yeah, this work for sure. This is
When does your sabbatical end?
in June, so we gotta make sure we tap in quickly and see how far we get.
Okay, so, okay,
Anything else? Yeah,
because then we can move on to the map.
yeah, I think we're ready for the map. I don't know, any other questions or comments?
Yeah, I do. So on the 21st, you're just looking for people to look at the map of UNNC's areas and see if they can identify places that need to have the canopies or more trees
Right.
to be
Pretty
green.
good.
Okay.
Like, if you live in your house and you're like, man, there's this vacant lot here that could be greened up. And then they circle it, or like they put like a little sticker where they think they could go.
So since that land doesn't necessarily belong to the city, they
Right.
have to go through all the permissions and making sure the person who owns it will allow that to happen.
So that's part of the identifying, and according to the conservancy, they can actually buy land or like try to buy land, like it's a whole
Right.
proposal.
Okay.
Right.
And the area for the Allen Exposition Place, it is that address on that parcel?
Rosie, where it is starting at about Degnan going west
to Bronson. It's that really wide sort of
Okay.
alley and sort of street.
I can give you the address you wanna see.
Yeah, I saw the address, but I know a lot of those buildings don't
Out of
have
the
an address
front,
on
yeah.
them.
Oh,
The alley is west of the location of that park.
right,
A little bit
it's
west.
both, there's
Yeah.
alleys on both sides,
Yeah.
so.
Because
So
it looks, I wouldn't say it's an alley necessarily, because that little strip in the middle is like what divides the homes and their garages and then the businesses and where
Yeah.
they park at. And then in the middle is just like a weird little area
Right,
that you drive through.
or we can just green up, put a couple trees,
Right.
I like.
Well, we don't know about the trees yet.
Or something, green it up somehow,
Yeah, Rosie, what it is it's really wide, right? But it's just asphalt,
right,
but it's also the actual path that the folks who live on Exposition Place and the folks who live in all those townhomes, it's the way they have to walk or bike to get to the train.
even the workers that work in those
Yeah.
places, they take the train to get around.
Right, so it's exactly, so it's how do we, it's part of that, it's always been a part of the never implemented first mile, last mile project to make the surrounding the train stations, to make them shadier and
Walkable,
walkable.
yeah,
Welcome. Okay, I'll go by there tomorrow and take a look.
yeah. Yeah, any other questions, concerns, or comments? So we can look at the map and show you how it works.
I'm trying to figure out now how to do that. I think I go to,
Click on that link.
I think I'll just.
It says right there, open link. Yeah. If you right click it. And then open hybrid.
And then I'll have to share the open.
Alright.
That too. You think you wanna try?
Sure.
Because you're just gonna teach us how to do it.
I'm gonna teach you real fast. No, not that, but okay. So this is a very interactive map, and you can zoom in. Like, let's say you live in
So I guess we should
Heights.
start and say this link is on the agenda.
The agenda,
So
yes,
you can do this after the meeting from home.
right. Let's say you live in Arlington Heights, and then you kind of zoom in, and you're like, well, this is my house, and I know this street needs some trees. This is kind of zoomed out over one of the tools.
Thank you.
It's usually right up here. See, click here.
It might be in the 3 dots.
Okay, in my computer, I see like tools up here, and I don't see them right here. Let me see.
That's why I say, see those 3 dots?
Where?
That to the right of master green plan, you can
Yes,
see it in
this.
red.
Collapse.
Oh,
Okay, well, that was a fail. I don't know where. You usually have little tools up here where you can create little polygons. And you can identify an area of potential like greening, like tree canopy or anything that you would like, but I don't see them. Maybe because you have to be signed in, maybe that could be a thing.
oh. Yeah.
That might be a thing.
Oh, yeah, see signage, you know what you're, no, okay, that'd be.
Should I?
No, because then we're, I mean, how many Google accounts can we sign in?
Right.
Oh, but you're signed,
I'm not signed in
well, you
This
can
is-
sign in as you.
as me, and then I can just log out later.
Let's just see if I can. It's probably gonna make you verify. 'Cause, 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 'cause
It's really asking for my password. My password.
See, that's the problem.
It's a good thing I have it saved in my phone.
I was gonna say, should have checked it here, but that's okay. Sorry, you guys, we're working on it.
See if it works. Oops.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Check my phone. Here it is. Check my phone. Yes, it's me. What's the number? 95. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm signed in, but I still see no tools. Why? Why don't I see the tools? Minutes.
It's not cooperating, so.
No. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I can I can upload a short YouTube video and
Okay.
share it to you guys, but I don't know why it's not working here.
So what's the purpose of that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Great.
that's fine.
So who would be taking care of these trees? Because we see so many trees in the city of LA that needs excessive trimming. They're like on parkways, and no one does anything about it. You know, they just drop over, hitting your car, and homeowners, no one even tries to trim the tree back.
I would
Rosie,
Yeah.
the trim
So-
cycle is 17 and a half years. Council District 10 does have some discretionary funds to, trim particular trees if you want to reach out to them. But UFD has just lost a lot of employees. They do not have the funding to trim trees outside that 17-year cycle right now.
Okay, thank you for that.
You're
So,
welcome.
and well, I don't know, that's maybe a different topic.
Okay.
I have a question regarding your map. So you created this in Google
yes.
and it's like a GIS, right? Or what did you use to do it in Google? Just so I can, when I go to
It's
look, I can
called,
see.
you know what I used? I went to the UNNC website and clicked on the map and it was already there. So what I did, I just made a copy and then kind of like made it my own. So it's a Google map, but I'm not entirely sure what the software is called. It's not like Google Maps.
Okay.
It's linked to Google Maps, but I'm not sure how. I can email you with
Okay.
exact.
I mean, the Google map that's on UNNC was created by this guy Rahim, who used to be a board member. But I wasn't sure when you said that you could zoom in to see trees. I was just wondering if you overlapped it with like part of the Geo Hub with the city that has different
see.
GIS systems, but you didn't.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. No, I'm not entirely sure how to do that, but I would hope so, but I don't know.
Oh, okay, I just didn't know what we should have been, what we missed out on seeing, so I can go in and try to look too. But
Okay. Yeah.
I'll go back to the Google link that you have there and I'll see what I can see.
Well, the thing Caesar started with, I think, is showing where all the nearby parks.
Yeah, it's like you can create like nearby parks. You can create like all the screenshot I had on the slides is like I made those polygons and you can like trace over like the region of where a park is or where an empty parcel is. You can like make a long polygon and say like, oh, this street doesn't have any trees. We'd like to have more trees here, or
See, I guess, but how would you know they don't have any trees? Is that what is visible to you, or is that what you did, like some ground truthing on that?
Yeah, it would be people that actually go there and be like, there's no trees here.
Oh, okay.
So-
Yeah, the tree committee is already doing something like that. So
Okay.
Go ahead, Laura, I didn't mean to
Yeah,
cut
so
you off.
we can collaborate and do something like, if you have a map, then,
So, and then back to, I think, I'm using the wrong description or title for the map, but the tree canopy map that Teresa, that you shared with us, I don't know, almost 2 years ago. Does that show trees or just, I mean, of all kinds of trees or just street trees?
Oh, yes, street trees, and park trees, but not private property trees.
Right, and then the SEMO map shows heat spots, which presumably are areas without trees, but also, because I did go to that map, whatever the heck that map I am talking about.
yeah,
It also showed it at different times of day, so, you know, like, some parcels have shade from a nearby building
Right.
certain hours of the day, and no shade certain other hours of the day, so it was measuring shade, not trees, although trees in some sense.
right.
And, but I wonder, they have all these different maps, how we end up overlaying that. You know, in the old fashioned world, they would have just all been see-through, so
Right.
you just keep adding see-through later on the middle.
There's gotta be a way, there's gotta be a way.
Yeah,
But yeah, I would hope so,
because, you know, the heat areas would be something it sounds like we need to identify if we're applying for grants. I mean, a UNNC would not be the app, we have to figure out how that happens.
Vienna just says she's on standby. Is anybody in the meeting?
We don't see anybody. So is she in the right Zoom meeting? Let me see what my. Check.
But anyway, what else? Yeah, so okay, so now I'm on the computer's map. If you like to see, these are the tools I was looking for.
Yeah,
That
they're not,
never appear.
so they weren't here.
Okay, we're not there. You can add layers to the map. So if we can find a map that's through Google Maps that has all the trees, I'm assuming we can add like the tree canopy.
Nobody's.
No,
She might be on a different. Oh, wait. Who is this, Noah?
this is DNA, the
Oh, not the person I sent links to today. We say, oh, because I hope I sent the meeting. Okay.
But anyway, any other questions about the map? And like, if you go to Google, like if you click on the link at the very top, there's like a little draw a line, and then with that, you can create a little polygon and then identify wherever, whatever greenery you might.
Ask those.
Right.
But, put it out.
I see where you have parks there, but I don't think you can identify any kind of, just identify greening on that.
Yeah, so that's the thing, like I try to do it, like identify the like the rec centers and the parks. I don't know if you see the little, the pins
Yeah, I
there.
see that. That's great.
That's as much as far as I got, but we can, like, if we really wanted to identify all the greenery and all the everything.
Well, or all our target areas.
Yeah,
perhaps.
I would like to just focus on the target areas as opposed to what we already have.
Right, but maybe schools.
And where schools have
Schools that need.
Yes, that's definitely a thing I would like to add to the map, like schools and cleaning and all the other things.
Okay. Well, this could be a bigger project than even you thought.
Oh, yeah, no, that's a huge project. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I don't know if any other questions or concerns or anything. Or did you guys like the definition of greening? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I do, this is coming so fast.
Yeah,
I mean, I, and you also have the draft, like you can pull that up, the draft.
yeah, it's where you had it up.
I had it
where-
for just
for the
moment.
for the map to get to the map.
Right, so I can pull it back up.
Yeah,
So we put into, Caesar's been working on a sort of template or outline
Yeah, this is
of
some sort of plan.
the plan, so I haven't absorbed it yet, me, Laura, I'm using the I word. But it's in the agenda packet, and I think everyone should take a look at
Yeah,
this.
and there's a lot, this is a lot of missing blanks, like I
Yeah.
just kind of like to be filled out by everybody kind of thing.
Right. But, so defining greening, I see you've done it to align with.
With the, with the conservancy,
But I think it needs to align with UNNC as well,
right,
so I think we might have some.
so
Yeah,
I
right.
am open for that.
And Teresa, I think I would ask you in particular, and I'll ask Elizabeth in particular, to take a look at this and this 1.2 defining greening.
Yeah.
Send emails to Caesar for any suggestions.
I would love that, yes.
Maybe I'll, if you have any committee members you think you should share it with Teresa. I suspect Marius. Have you met Marius? He's an old former board member, but he was also a co-chair of
Okay.
before. And he's very still engaged with the
Okay, good to know.
so, because they talk about climate change first, some of these other stuff, so how does all of this
I'll come together, yeah,
come together without us bogging so far down that we never do?
right, yeah, because it is
Right.
very overwhelming,
Right.
once you start.
So, it's just, how do we do it without completely bogging down? And then, but I also wanna, this is helps empower everybody.
Right. Yeah, more voices, the better.
Right. And these, again, this 1.3 is completely aligned with what you showed us
Exactly,
earlier.
the A goals, so.
Right. And,
So this is where you start identifying places, like in each region. I took a screenshot of all of them.
so the phraseology, vulnerability summary and opportunity focus, what's the is that language from them?
Yeah, it's like,
So what
how
is that?
vulnerable is this neighborhood, like tree, I put some examples, like tree percentage, the heat index, the proximity to existing parks. So that's like the vulnerability, how,
And things that we could be easy-ish
right,
to measure.
right. So it's like, we gotta figure it out, we need a lot of people who.
No, but again, we can't. Teresa's got
Yeah.
documentation, there is a thing, and the average heat index is another thing,
Right.
it exists.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, and it's just like really sitting down and like putting in the numbers and like, and then the opportunity focus would be like, okay, where do we want the things? This is where I want people to identify, and they're close by their home, like, where do we want more trees? Like, where do we want to park? Like, if there's an empty parcel or like,
got it. Okay, and then that kind of language is repeating.
right, and it's just the same thing
Okay.
over and over.
Okay. That's great. And I'm realizing in theory, we're having a board retreat first Saturday in February.
Yeah, maybe we can
use
get
it as a
everybody.
test. No, test.
Oh,
It's just our test.
there you go.
Take 30 minutes on this, but to see how it works for the real one on the 21st.
True, that would be very helpful.
In other words, because with the exception of those of us who are participating, we'll have a whole board who's like, huh? So that might be good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well, any questions?
Oh, Teresa has her hand
Oh.
up again.
Yes, thank you. I was just asking, I think I see Astrid there, and I know I
Yeah.
missed the top of the meeting. Had you guys talked to Astrid yet? She has a young family at home, so I think in the future we should try to address her before we get started with the meeting.
She was
Yeah.
first. She's just staying.
Oh, she's just saying, okay.
Yes.
So, Astrid, did you discuss the funding request yet?
I've inquired about it and they still haven't let me know, but yes, I did ask.
Okay, no, I met with Caesar and with Laura.
On your request for what?
For what?
Okay,
Which
so
funding?
maybe next meeting on the agenda, we can put a request in, Astrid can put a request in for UNNC funding for the Parks Foundation. You know, we have a special account set up directly for Benny Potter
Yes.
and for the South Seas House. So
Uh-huh.
we have in the past donated money directly for those two entities, but through the Parks Foundation. So maybe she can put a request in for the next agenda and we can talk about it next month.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
good. Any other questions? I got little ones at home.
Okay. All right. I've got, yes. Anything else?
Not
Yeah,
for me.
well,
Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah. When do you think you want the
well,
next meeting?
January.
Okay, and let me ask Teresa, are you and Caesar gonna switch off? Or do we need to get a standing meeting night for recreation and parks that's different from trees?
I don't know, Laura. I mean, I can just do my meeting on Zoom. Do we have to decide right now?
No.
And communications is a standing meeting. I could take that night.
Yeah, because clearly Hunter doesn't want to do very many meetings.
Well, what about outreach? Aren't they supposed to be having a meeting?
Yes, they are. Okay. All right, we don't have to decide.
Okay,
But-
well,
but
what's
you're
the-
gonna need to have a meeting.
I need to have a
January.
meeting in January.
Okay, that is for sure.
Yes.
Okay, I was just asking because at one moment in time, and that could go away, it was like, oh, maybe recreation parks and trees just got swapped, but it sounds like both of you need meetings. And that is cool, actually. I like.
Yeah, up until June. I don't know what's gonna happen after June.
I understand. Okay. All right.
Okay, good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye, Rosie.
Good night. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.